I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Hunter, and this is
the Family Showdown! Hello, and welcome to...
You welcoming me?
No, I'm welcoming them. You're not welcome.
I feel welcomed.
Oh, well, good. Hope you're welcome, too. It's time. It's time for a top 10-ness. This one's one of my faves because I feel like we all have like super good conversations about stuff, and I see the chat's already filling up. Hello, wonderful chat with stuff. So I hope you brought your top 10 list of what you want to play so we can talk about that. New games, old games, games you've never heard of, all that fun stuff. You want to try. Fun times. I like this stuff.
All right. So, caveats already on this list.
Oh, geez.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So, I don't know what I just gave her a topic. She could have done whatever she wanted to do, but I
do what I
put
want.
some limitations on my list, or otherwise I would go crazy. The biggest limitation I put was no yet unreleased games.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not a problem for me because
or stuff that's in transit to me right now.
Okay, well, I can't. I have no clue about that one.
So there's a few games that
good.
are actually, quote, out, but I haven't got yet. So if it's not in my possession... no.
Really?
I did all games that we currently have. I didn't include even games that we don't own.
Okay. I included one game that I recently heard about that I really just want to play now.
Cheat.
No, it's a game I want to play right now. How's that a cheat? How is that a cheat? Did you put any games on that you haven't played yet?
Someone already said they did.
See?
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Oh,
they said
man. Listen.
All right.
The rest of mine are...
So this is something we do every year around this time, right before we jump into our top 100. So it kind of gives us a thinking about what games we might need to play before we make our top 100 potentially. So it kind of helps us with that. So we do this every year, somewhere around this time. So... All right.
How did you rank yours, though?
Ones I want to play most.
Same here. Same here, actually. So that's good. That'll be easy.
So I've got a mixture of old goodies. I got a mixture of shelf of shameness.
Oh, okay.
I got a mixture of big favorites as well. So a little mixed bag.
Okay, this is very much us then, because it's funny you put a bunch of shelf of shame. I only have one that's technically sort of on the shelf of shame. I'll explain that in a bit. The rest of them, except for that one I told you about, are ones that are around in this room. So
I could have made an entire top 10 of unreleased games easily, and
I'm not surprised.
And I decided not to go that route. That's more like games that I'm looking forward to, I guess.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
This is more like games that we kind of want to play again or try out that we have and things like that.
There are ones I want to play right now.
Right now.
Right now. In fact, this was kind of hard to keep down to a 10. I could have easily made a 20 of this.
I only got 15. My short list was 15.
I specifically stuck it to 10, and then I was like, okay, 11. So I went one beyond, but it was hard because there's so many things. I just picked the ones that really, really came to mind and went from there. So it was pretty easy to rank them. For once. You know, I usually struggle with that one.
All right, let's jump in. Oh, wait, we got to do the bum, bim, bam, or whatever it's called.
Oh, we got to mix up your routine.
We can mix up your routine. We always do this for the top 10. So
I know,
mixing
it's
up a
fun.
routine. It is the routine.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
Chaos is the norm. I'm feeling
Let's see. This. All right. Shelf of opportunity. I always call it the shelf of shame because our shelf of shame is quite packed.
Right now, it is a little bit shameful.
Who is always on time? All right, who's going first?
That'd be me. Oh.
Which one? You going? Who's going first?
I'm going first.
You're gonna go first. All right, let's do it.
Just to mix it up.
Number 10.
Okay, so my number 10 is one that I recently was watching a Dice Tower video with you.
Is this the one that we don't have?
It's the one we don't have. And as soon as I saw this, I was like, what is this? It's a little game called Poetry for Neanderthals. And I was like,
oh gosh.
What is this?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you guys know that I like that other game. Tech. The one with the inflatable club where you smack stuff. Poetry for Neanderthals is the kind of the same thing. But it's more of a word challenge instead of a physical challenge, where you're building stuff and working as a team. So this time you're trying to speak like one. And yes, poetry with the Tech Club. That's a great way to put it, Corlew.
All right, we'll move the mouse. We'll move the mic closer, but it's going to be in the picture, which drives me crazy.
I don't know why that drives you crazy. Everybody does that. You're silly.
Not like the mic in the picture.
Really? So yeah, oh my goodness, this just cracked me up. Those games, I don't know why, they're just hilarious. And just thinking of the challenge of trying to speak in monosyllabic words and stuff like that.
Not a challenge for some of us.
Okay. Hunter would probably win this game.
It is not hard for me to do that any time
You just said any.
Bang!
See, I'm all over this game. I saw that and I want to play it. I just want to play it. Let's get a group together. Let's smack each other with clubs.
Poetry for Neanderthals. All
Yes.
right, I guess apparently I have to buy this
I'm
game
starting
and
really
suffer through this
highbrow
game.
tonight, sorry.
What's that?
I said I'm starting really highbrow tonight.
All right, my number 10 is not Poetry for Neanderthals.
What?
It is a game on our shelf of shame, and it is, in fact, if you don't include the Charterstone Recharge Pack, it is our oldest shelf of shame game, and that's why I put it on here. And that is Patriots and Redcoats.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because that's
You got
like
it just-
4 or more something, right?
We just got it just before COVID,
That's right, and it's a group game.
and it needs to have at least 4, 5, 6 people or so to play. It's a social deduction game.
I see the box right there.
Yeah, it's sitting right there. Nice little
It's a
collector's edition
cool
box.
wooden, really neat box.
So yeah, so it's a social deduction game. I heard about it. It came out 2018. I didn't purchase it until 2020, and we all know what happened in 2020. So
No, what happened? No, I'm just kidding.
and yeah, I just haven't had a chance to play it. I want to play it. I've been itching to play it. I actually had it out to play the game day, but we ended up playing bigger games and it never got played. So we need to get that one played just to get it off the shelf because it is 2.5 years ish, maybe more, closer to 3 years old at this point.
No.
So 3
this is
years
sad.
old. So yeah, so I want to play that one. There's several other ones up there that are. I'm staring at our shelf of shame is like right behind the camera. There's like several up there. There's Patriots Redcoats. There's Tortuga. There is what else is up there that is lots of players. I'm looking.
Oh, lots of players?
The Star Trek Ascendancy expansions.
Yeah. I
Just
think that's it.
lots of
But there's several.
3+ player games that we need to get played that just haven't had a chance to play. I really wanted to play that because this one was hyped by Sam Healy way back in the day as his favorite social deduction game or something like that, and just never had a chance to play. So
Yeah, we need to get that one played.
there you go, Patriots and Redcoats.
Bummer, dude.
Move on.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Okay, my number 9. This one I almost feel like is a gimme because, well, if it's in your top 100 games of all time and it's near the top of the list, okay, it's the top of the list, then you probably would want to play it a lot. So, of course, my number 9 is Viticulture.
Me. It's alright.
This is why I want to play it and I haven't played it, man.
No, it's an awesome game.
Maybe I'll have to get a response shirt for next week.
Viticulture.
No, we both love this game, of course, and really want to play it again. No, we don't have Viticulture World.
It's co-op.
We don't play co-op.
We occasionally
By we,
play
I
co-op.
mean him.
I don't think I would ever play co-op Viticulture over Viticulture. Ever.
Nah. We love the game.
We get out the game so infrequently. I want to play the good one.
Our favorite.
The good
Yep.
one.
Oh, Corlew, we'd have to do that sometime. I am so rarely online during the school year, and it stinks. And you know what? I would love to play a game of Viticulture with
It's
you.
That'd
be amazing.
You do it turn based, and you can play just whenever you log in and do it.
Yeah, but I would not want to do that to poor Corlew because he'd be like, yeah, I forgot about that. Next week you get to play. That'd be driving me bananas if I were you. So yes, at some point when
anyway.
Oh my goodness.
I would put
We
vote
should
to
do that
remove.
sometime.
Vote to remove.
This is why I can't have nice things. No, I'm just kidding.
All right,
but it's such a good game. I love that game.
I'll give you Viticulture. Viticulture. My number 9. Let's see what it is.
What is it?
Battlestar Galactica.
We have not played this in a while.
This is one of my games I normally play at BGG Con each year. This year, for whatever reason, I didn't play a lot of my yearly games. So I normally play Sidereal Confluence. I normally play Battlestar Galactica. I normally play a game I won't mention that's higher up on my list. And I normally play an 18xx game, and I normally play a Splatter game. So all I got done was Splatter games this time last year. So I missed my opportunity to play this, and definitely gonna try to sign up this year. In fact, I may already miss signing up for it. I wonder if I wonder if signups has started yet for
need to check that out.
Battlestar Galactica.
I don't know. Oh, Nathan volunteered to play. Woo! Let's go. We'll have to do that. That'd be awesome. You filthy Cylon.
Yeah, so it's kind of an event. It's a longer game. If you play with a lot of players and with the expansions, it takes 4 plus hours to play. But it's worth it. It's a great experience. Every time I've played this, without fail, it's like an epic ending, a stand up moment.
So much
ending.
fun.
Whoever balanced that game made it where it seems
it's
like
always
it's never. I mean, we've played this probably 10 times
at
now,
least, yeah.
And it's never been. Oh gosh, this team's gonna win. It's always been the last card, last vote, or the last thing to happen. It's not like, oh, they've easily run away with it, or the Cylons nuked everybody. It's always been super close. So whoever balanced this game, like Corey Knez. Anyway, the designer of this did an awesome job of balancing this between the factions. So
it is. It's always a really. I think one of the best parts of this one is the reveal. It's like when are you going to reveal yourself?
Right,
That's part of the best part of the game. Is like, do you do it early in the game or later in the game and wait till there's a aha, kind of thing. The game kind of forces you to, or what do you want to do with that? And it's a hoot. I love it.
That's my number 9, Battlestar Galactica, the board game.
Number 8.
My number 8. You'll probably roll your eyes at, because I know you. I haven't played Trajan in a while. The button.
Oh.
How dare you?
Am I supposed to do stuff?
Yeah, you're supposed to do stuff.
No, it's a good one. You love this game.
This is another one of my favorites.
This is the one you didn't know the piece from. And we did the blindfold challenge.
Wow. Really? That's what you're going to bring up right now? Okay. It's fine. It's
one of the few ones I stumped you on.
Well, that's because we haven't played it in a while, man. This is such a fun game. I love this game. It's like Feld games with lots of little mini games going on in it. Because you're juggling all the things, running a giant, crazy empire of greatness, and at least that's the theme.
Oh, it is on our list.
And is it? Sweet. Let's go. Time to play. I want to play it right now. Get the game.
All right. We have to switch gears. And
you guys can see the board from here, can't you?
Trajan.
I'll describe what we're doing.
Yeah, this is like your number 2 or 3 or 4 game, something like that.
It's in my top 10 for sure. I love it.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's one of my faves as well. Of the Feldness.
Yes.
All right, my number 8. Let's see what it is. We'll find out together. My number 8 is Batoku. It's sitting right there on the shelf of shame. In fact, I punched this game and got ready to set it up, and then things happened.
Something happened.
Yeah, so this is a big, heavy Euro game that was hyped quite a bit. I saw it at the Hot Games table at BGG Con last year. I saw it played at Dice Tower Con. I just never got a chance to play it. It's a big one. It's a heavy one. It's a hard one to learn, hard one to teach. But I do want to get it played. Looks for a Euro game. It looks really nice board, nice components, nice pieces. It looks fun. It's got dice placement, I guess. I mean, again, I haven't even rules to it, so I'm not sure. But I want to get that one to the table forever and ever.
Yep.
And ever. I bought this.
The art's pretty.
I bought this at. Did I buy this at Dice Tower Con, I think?
Yeah, because not after, yeah.
Devere was there.
Yeah, I think you did buy it there. Julio, why the hate?
What's Julio hate?
Batoku.
He didn't like did he not like
or maybe that's how it's pronounced. He was just messing with us.
Batoku. Ooh?
Looks like
it's a long U. It's what? I
Goodness.
thought Batoku.
Julio's not. No,
Batoku-
it's Julio's not a fan of the art.
You're always not a fan of the art. You don't like the naturey art?
It's not naturey. It's kind of fantastical.
But the
Art.
OKU? I don't know. In Batoku, that's my number 8.
It's all like, what?
Push the button.
Number 7.
All right. Number 7. So, I'll go ahead and spoil my number 11. Got knocked off the list because it would have been on here, but we got to play it this last weekend with Nessa, and we got to play Wingspan because she hadn't played in a while. And that brought up this one, which is my number 7, because this is another one I really love playing with her, and she plays it all the, you know.
We played this one a lot. We played this
played
like 3
this-
or 4 times this year.
We did, and I enjoy playing it, and the art is really cute, and that is for Creature Comforts. See, this is where I said it's kind of interesting to see this list because you're going to have a lot of new games or games that we haven't had a chance to try yet, and mine
Or
are
games
like,
I haven't played in a long time.
yeah, and my stuff is like, I really enjoyed that. I want to play it again right now.
We played
we
this.
have that
This is one of our
I've
most
played this-
played games this year.
It is. And I'm ready to play it again. It's so cute. The art's adorable. It's got you've got these cards, and you're trying to get sets of cards, and you're making the nice, most comfortable place to stay through the winter for us, because your little animals are hibernating, and they have visiting animals that come in, and they give you special powers throughout that round, and it's wonderful. It's adorable. It's fun. It's smooth. Nessa will play it with us. I'm all over it. It's like a win-win. So there you go.
You can blame Nessa for this.
It is. It's Nessa's fault.
Because she was going to play Wingspan or Creature Comfort.
Oh,
She
it was
picked-
between those two?
Yes.
Actually, I mean, she knocked the other one off my list, so I can't complain. Can't complain.
See what my number 7 is. Probably something I haven't played in a long time.
Probably.
Or haven't played yet.
Maybe.
You think it's one of those?
Yes.
Probably right. Lords of Hellas.
We have not played that in a while.
In fact,
That's
we
very
haven't
true.
played in a while, and we haven't played with hardly any of the expansion stuff.
Because we love the base game so
I don't
dang
care.
much. We love
I want
the
to try
base
out
game.
the expansion stuff.
We should.
I mean, I think we've mixed in a few things here and
We
there,
have.
but we haven't gone like,
Full on with
as
all
they
of
say
the
down south, whole hog.
whole hog. Hoo-wee.
We haven't gone all in on, but I think you only play with certain ones that don't work together. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the reason why we haven't worked our way through them, because you can't just throw everything
Oh,
in. You have
okay.
to play with this module or that module or that
okay.
module. So we haven't worked our way through all of them. But yeah, there's some of the beasties we haven't played with. There's
Okay.
Some of the expansion stuff we haven't played with.
This is one of those that I really like because there's completely different ways to win the game. So you can go off on your own kind of into the weeds, but you can't not look back and see what everybody else is doing
Right.
while you go traipsing through the weeds, because while I'm over here going like, I'm going to plant and make sure I've got people on all of the altars. Cool, that's great. Meanwhile, Hunter has gone over and taken over an entire nation.
Right.
Which is like,
Yeah, there's many different
there's
ways,
several different ways you can win.
but you have to defend against all of them
You
too.
do. So you can't just be like, oh, unless you think you can beat them to your goal before,
Right.
you know, he
It
gets
is
to
kind
his.
of a race in a way.
It was very much a race. And it's a juggling act because you do have to divert some of your stuff, you know, and some of your goals sometimes to kind of fend off people from getting their goals before you. And it's an interesting thing. And I'm not usually huge on the super attacky games, but this one has a
there's
very
other things
hybrid.
to do, and it's very Euro-y. too.
Yeah, it's got a very
like,
hybrid feel.
It's like
Eric Lang's games.
Blood Rage and games like that. It's
Yeah.
it's got Euro
It's got a
things,
lot
but
of
it's
fun.
still a fighty
Absolutely.
area control kind of game too.
So it's good stuff. I really enjoy it.
Lords of
That's a good pick.
Hellas.
So what's your favorite thing about that? Just you want to try the new stuff?
Yes,
Fair. I was curious.
I like working my way through all the expansion pieces.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah.
we haven't done it yet.
Nope.
Haven't played with everything yet.
That's true.
Well, I mean everything individually. Yeah, however you want to say it. I don't know. Number 6.
Number 6.
So my number 6, again, I think we've played it this year.
Yeah.
So you're going to roll your eyes. But I really want to play it again.
SMH, my head.
Thank you, high schooler. I hear that so often when they're being funny, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, anyway. Lizard Wizard.
We just played this.
See? I'm
We
like,
just played this.
I love
Like a-
this
like a
game. I
month ago.
want to play it again. It's so much fun. The
And I think we
artwork
knocked
is
that off our list,
so
didn't we?
beautiful to look at. It's got the Raccoon Tycoon feel, but then they kind of kicked it up a notch, so you're still getting the cool art and everything.
Yeah, it's not.
But it's like ratcheted up a little bit, and love it. I absolutely love it. I play Raccoon Tycoon too, but I like Lizard Wizard a little bit more. So
Lizard Wizard is awesome.
it is, and see, it's got the bigger cards. All the components are really neat. It's super fun to play, and it's one of those. For me, it's almost a popcorn kind of game. Or what do you call it? Potato chip game. Where it's like you can't just have one play. Even though it's a longer game, I would want to turn around and play it again soon. It's just that much fun. So, there.
All right. My number 6 is that game I mentioned earlier. The one that I played like every year at BGG-Con, but I didn't play this last year.
Uh-oh. A mega game?
No. It is Dune.
Oh, of course.
Dune.
You're Dune.
So,
You're Dune
I haven't
fix.
played Dune. It's been almost 2 years now because the last time I played it was BGG-Con 2020. No, it's been longer than that because we didn't have BGG-Con in 2020.
No.
It's been almost it'll be 3 years.
Uh-oh, you better look
No, that's
on
not right. I played it with Paul and crew since then.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. You did get to
I
play
did.
them.
I played it since then. So
Yeah,
yeah,
good.
so
Thanks for keeping him sane, Paul.
this is kind of reminded me I need to go out and check and see if they're scheduling games yet for BGG-Con. I may already be too late. Anyway, Dune. So Dune is a super asymmetrical game where everyone plays a faction of Dune. It's best played with a full 6 players. Everyone has a different. There's a general way everyone can win the game, and then there's like a separate way every faction can win the game. So everyone's kind of got not only asymmetrical powers that interact with each other. There's also special ways that the factions can win the game. So like one person just predicts who they think is going to win and when they think they're going to win.
Okay.
And one person wins if this certain area is controlled at the end after 10 rounds. And this one wins if nobody wins after 10 rounds and all these other things. So not only is the asymmetrical stuff going on within the game, also the way the game ends is asymmetrical as well. So love it. Fun game. It's kind of a mean game. It's a tacky game. It's a area control game. It's
just why you play it there.
It's a negotiation game. It's a bluffing game. It's a backstabbing game. It's a working together game. It's a happy game. It's a sad game. It's everything. It's the full spectrum of joy and pain. So Dune, I love Dune, but it's a convention game, and just haven't had a chance to play it in a while, so I want to play it.
Oh, okay.
Dune.
So, Mark, I'm assuming you're asking us that one. I got a random question. When was the last time we played Caverna?
It's been forever.
It's been a while. I thought we played it during COVID sometime. I want to say we did because we were like, let's...
The last time we played it was... I think we did. I don't know. Honestly, it's been at least
a year.
A year.
Yeah.
Maybe a year and a half.
It's a good one though.
Caverna.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
oh, you just bought it? Oh yeah, it's such a good game.
It's
such
awesome
a good
game.
Before you switch over to, there was somebody copy of Dune. Too much for you, Julio? Yeah, it's a pretty involved game.
It
too.
is.
How many hours is it? It's a long one too, isn't it?
No, not necessarily, because it has a.
That's the one that can end at several different
I
points,
actually
right?
played a game of Doom that I won in 30 minutes.
That's right. That's the game. That's the one
But
that always blows my mind. It's like the window for that.
For the most part, it lasts about 3 hours. For the most part. But if someone meets the win conditions, the game ends.
Yeah.
And you have to control certain. There's like strongholds. I think they're called strongholds. Scattered throughout the map, and if you, as a single player, if you control 2, you win. As a team of 2, you can team up with someone. If you control 3, you win. And as a team of 3, if you control 4, all 4 of them, you win. And for whatever reason, I went last in the round, and I already had a stronghold, and they let me take another one, and
you're like,
whoa! Ended up winning the game. There was nothing. I mean, it's just the way it kind of landed. They weren't paying attention to what I was doing, I guess.
Oh, okay.
There were some new players.
Paul says it's 30 minutes to 30 days. I like that.
Kind of 30 minutes to 30 days, yeah.
So there's a Caverna expansion coming out?
It's been out.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's been out.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe not. Maybe it's coming out.
Are we? I don't.
Nah, I don't.
I was
think
gonna
so.
say we've been kind of
Okay.
expansioned out lately, and we like the game as it is. So I guess I'm speaking for both of us on this one.
And I've been
Is that
waffling on buying Dune, but I just don't think we'd ever hit the table because I only played at conventions. I have Rex, so if we ever get around to playing,
Yeah, we'll play Rex.
we'll play Rex instead, which is
True enough. True enough.
Dune in the Twilight Imperium world, universe, whatever.
Diff. Thing,
All right.
Stuff.
What button do I push? 5? Let's push the 5 button. Sounds good.
Number 5.
I think my number 5 will make you happy
What?
because
It's a game that we haven't played in the last month.
It's a game we haven't played in the last month. Anyway,
You threw something at me.
I did. I threw my pen cap. It's the only projectile I had at the moment. So my choice is Merchant's Cove.
Merchant's Cove.
Yes, because this is one that has all of the cool, like every player has a different mechanism and you're all going for the same goal, but how you go about it is going to be a completely different way. So the teach for this could be a complete bear, on which I have complete sympathy for you. But at the same time, we love that because we can pick our favorite mechanisms and then we each play them and we're playing different things, but we're going for the same goals and selling potions and doing the same basic stuff, but coming about it from different angles. And I mean, there's a worker placement one and a dice one and oh gosh, there's so many different mechanisms in that that I
The
just
little marble thing.
Oh yeah, the little marble thing that's kind of like
Roll
a
and
potion
write.
explosion, the roll and write one.
Dice placement.
I think I said that one. I
Did
think,
you?
but yeah, there's like 6 or 7.
Worker placement.
Yeah, I said that one too. And there's just it's so much fun, and I want to play all of them. I've played half of them.
We played
I think
4 each.
We played 4 each. Is it?
I think we played it 4 times, so we
Okay.
played a different one each time.
And I mixed it up, and that has been a load of fun. And I really, really, really want to get in and try the rest of them and give it a whirl. So, and
I accept this message.
I was gonna say, and yes, although the new expansions,
It's on Kickstarter right now.
yeah, it's on Kickstarter right now.
There's about 5 or 6 new. There's 5 or 6 new characters with different mechanisms for all those.
Yep.
And there is a board extension that has some kind of fair or something going on that you add to the board. So
But
not
there-
only does it add more to the base game, it adds a number of new characters with new mechanisms.
This one is, I wouldn't say intricate, but the teach would be intricate.
The base game itself is
the base
not
game
that
is
complicated.
not difficult.
It's just the
Yeah.
fact that every faction
You're gonna
plays
have
the
to
game
teach
differently.
everyone different things.
And if you have
But-
experienced players, you can hand them their rule sheet and say, "Hey,
No, that's true because I mean we fly through it now because you're like, okay,
It's only
this
a-
is
it's a
worker
little
placement,
pamphlet.
but this
It's
is
like
what you do.
it's like
No.
2 to 4 pages per character that you have to read
Yeah.
in rules of
It's
how to play."
This would be a game that I would prefer to honestly play with experienced people because of that. Because then it is a lot easier to say, okay, here's what we do, and then everybody will run around and kind of give a rundown. All right, I do this, but this and this, and then so you kind of know how everyone's going to interact, and then you go because everybody already knows sort of how those types of board games work and those mechanisms. So yeah, this isn't a game I would introduce anybody totally new to.
Yeah.
But I am looking.
Yeah, if they're
forward to
familiar
playing
with,
that again.
it would be best if they're familiar with the mechanism they're playing
Yeah.
in the game for the most part.
Yeah. Oh, the expansion. Yeah, the expansions. Some of them do look kind of intricate.
Yeah.
But we were kind of intrigued too because there were a couple mechanisms in there in particular.
Well, what sold me is when I saw the big box with what is it called? The little what they called the little plastic things? bins,
Yes, the game trays.
Game trays, and I assume they're going to have each character will have its own tray, which our Merchant's Cove boxes, it looks like a train wreck because everything's just
and
crammed
you can
in
just
that
be
box.
like, here, player, here's your rule book and here's your
I'm
stuff.
assuming,
That'd be so.
so
It's game trays. They are geniuses.
they are.
I'm gonna say yes to that.
All right, my number 5. Let's see what it is. We'll find out together. Rising Sun.
I would be on board. I would totally be on board.
We got to
with
play this one again.
I love this
This
game.
one.
This
I
one
missed
was-
a chance to play this with Paul's crew up
did
at
you?
Madness. I had something going on that weekend. But yeah, I want to get this
It's a good
played.
one.
I love
It's a
Rising
good game.
Sun. I love it added negotiation and backstabbery, I guess, too, into Blood Rage, which makes it even cooler. Got everyone that plays a different faction that has crazy, super asymmetrical powers. It's area control on a map. You're bidding. It basically has a hidden bidding for different actions. Like you bid for getting different actions, and the highest bid goes first, and things like that. There's also it's secret bidding, alliances, breaking of alliances, area control. You build up your clan with superpowers. You get more and more asymmetrical as time goes by. It's a really cool game. I need to get it played again. So it
is. It's really good. I still remember I think it was our first or second play of it, and it was I think full player count, and that was glorious, absolutely glorious. And it was a really hard sell for me to think that I would see an Eric Lang game that would surpass that, to be honest, because this one was so good. The superpowers of all the different factions were just so... This was one of those where everybody seems to have a game-breaking ability.
Yeah.
And so you feel like everybody's got something super cool, so it doesn't matter who you're playing, you've got something really neat that you can do. Just super fun game.
It's a good one.
Yep.
It is a good one. I want to get played. So there's that. That'll use the button. Here we go.
Number 4.
All right.
Is Zeros doing a House of Rising
Yes,
Sun
he
joke?
is. I just saw that. I was like, oh man, here we go.
On the right.
Oh
I can't sing,
no,
so I'm
don't
not
do
gonna-
it. Don't do it.
I'm not gonna even
Don't do
attempt
it.
What's your number 4?
My number 4, this will probably not surprise you because I always end up saying I want to play this, and it is all the Century games, all the Century Spice
It's on our list to
Road, and is it?
Mhm.
Yes! I love this. Okay, this is just, and I haven't seen anybody mimic this. This is just such a genius concept of taking, you've got 3 different board games, and you could play them. You could play them together, like by themselves. You can play them as a pair, or you can just combine all 3 games, and you've got all these different combinations of...
How many combinations do you have?
What, 9? 6? 9. I don't know. It's math. Don't ask me to do math. But anyway, it's a lot. So it's...
It's actually 32 combinations.
That's a lie. You are you're so mean to me. So mean.
Yeah, we need to get this one played.
But
We haven't.
Oh, it's so much
I think the last time we
fun.
played this, we played everything together.
We did, and it was so fun. I love the Century games. They probably really should be higher up on my list, on my top 100 than they are. I need to look and see where they're at, because it's such a fun, simple little thing of okay, you've got these little cubes. I mean, it's a cube pusher kind of game at first at its heart, especially Century Spice Road, the very basic one. And you're making a little engine, and you're building this engine, so you're getting better cubes and doing this. But then the next game takes it another step, and you get to do more with it. And then you get to travel and do things and do even more tradey bits. And I just love how it just builds on top of this very simple mechanism and engine building into ginormous epic game. Super fun. Love this. If you've not played all of them, you need to.
Neutral helped you out.
What Neutral helped me out with? Combinations? 7? Okay, fine. I'm just happy with playing all 3 together, I'll be honest. I don't care how many combinations there are. At least Neutral helped me out instead of mocking me endlessly. Just saying.
I mocked you maybe twice. I don't know if that's endless.
Oh, it won't end. There's no end.
All right, what's my number 4?
It'll happen again.
I bet you anything. It's a Shelf of Shame game or something I haven't played in a long time. What do
Ooh,
you want to
Evils
say?
and Monsters. That's a good one, Zeros. Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see what it is. Somebody's surprise for everybody. Planet Unknown. This just came in last weekend. It came in the mail. At Gen Con.
Looks cool.
If you watched our Gen Con thing, I went up to I got to the show late because I was working in the morning. And I went to the booth. I don't know what booth that is.
10 billion and one.
What's the name? Adam's Apple Games, maybe? Something like that. Anyway, I went to the booth. It was one of the first booths I went to because I wanted to get this game for Rebecca. And I walked up, and the cupboard was bare.
Uh-oh.
So the guy, I talked to the publisher, and he said that they sold out within like 15 minutes of the convention. And literally someone, basically the bubble person, I call him bubble person, like the person that wasn't going to get a game, said, "Can I have your demo copy?" And he said, "Sure." And he packed up the demo copy and sold that to him too. So he sold out completely, including the demo. He didn't have a demo copy to play during the convention.
Wow.
But on the down low, of course he said this to anyone who asked, I'm sure. He said, tonight at midnight, there's going to be a secret button you can push to buy the deluxe Kickstarter version
Secret
of
button.
Planet
I
Unknown.
love it. I love it.
And so I went at midnight and bought the secret version that everyone knew about. Of Planet Unknown. So
I don't care. That's a great advertising scheme. I love it.
He said that sold out. I went the next day and he said that sold out within like half an hour. He sold the last.
It was a good thing you were speedy then.
I was
lightning fast on the internet.
Open. refresh. So I got to play. I want to play that. So if you know what it is, it's a polyomino space themed game where you're building out, I guess, your space colony or something. Mm-hmm. And there's tracks you're moving up. It gives you super abilities and benefits and all sorts of stuff. So moving up tracks, polyominoes. Anyway, so it's her kind of game. Probably my kind of game too. So
I was gonna say
that is our most recent, I guess, game that came through the door. Planet Unknown, and again, it was my top of my to get list at Terracotta Army was top of my get list, but this for her. It was my top of my get list.
Yay!
Was Planet Unknown. So I lucked into a copy through secret, nefarious, underworld means.
Gosh, whatever. They're probably loving that you sell it like that because they're like, we're gonna do another secret nefarious sale someday.
No, apparently he had a shipment planning to come to Gen Con that got delayed.
Oh wow!
So it was literally sitting on the boat about to dock.
And
he didn't have possession of the games yet.
That would be so hard.
So he said he was taking a risk because if he sold all these games and something happened to them, he'd have to send all the money back to everyone. So
oh my gosh!
So literally, it wasn't in his possession yet.
Game on top of it, huh?
It wasn't in his possession yet, and he sold them before they even landed at the dock. So
Coralie says the dark web of board gaming met Hunter in the parking lot in out back by the broken.
It's like I got some Kickstarter copies.
Would you like some Kickstarters?
So I'm happy about that because the retail version looks really cool, but the deluxe version looks amazing. So I'm happy I got that. That was like
that's really exciting.
So technically it was a Gen Con purchase. It just didn't get here until this weekend. Planet Unknown.
It's such a secret.
It is.
Number 3.
Okay, Hunter's gonna totally roll his eyes at me again.
Oh gosh, we played this like a week ago.
Yeah, probably. Okay, yeah, we did. So Hunter got this ginormous.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what this is. We played this like last weekend.
Look at this. Do you see how big this is? That is how big this stinking game is. It fills the whole thing up, and it's the big mega castles of Mad King Ludwig, and it's got like 37 billion different I didn't think about that. I just grabbed it.
Oh.
But it has like all these little different colored swans, and it's got all the expansion stuff and the moats and all the good bits. And we played with all the things, and it was glorious. And I hadn't played Castles in a long time, so of course now I want to play it again because I want to try different things. It's sitting right there and it's taunting me, and I want to play it right now.
You put a game. It's so funny.
Yes, I played that game, and it was fun, and I want to play it again.
We have a ton in common, but one thing we don't have in common is that I want to play new games and games we haven't played in a long time, and you want to repeat play games.
I want to relive the experience. I'm like that.
You're the person that used to watch a movie as a kid and would sneak out and come back into the next showing of the movie and watch it again and sneak out and watch it again.
I would have had I thought to do something like that, but I was pretty goody two shoes about that kind of stuff. But yeah, I like to repeat that stuff. I'm also a book rereader. I'll go reread books all the time. So I really want to go relive that experience. I'm the person that gets on the roller coaster right after I got off of it. I'll go get right back in line.
I'll do that.
Yeah, you'll do that. That's not quite the same though, right? For me, it is. For me, it feels like the same.
A side story. Be very careful of fast passes at
Not for me, baby. I would have been there.
Parks.
I would have done it. I was babysitting the kids. I was doing the slow.
I got the crazy VIP super pass at Six Flags. And we rode like 15 roller coasters.
It was a quiet day, that's why.
In like 45 minutes.
You guys all looked green.
The world was spinning. I had to take a break. My nephew had to go get Dramamine.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was. If you
I think I lucked out on that
if
one.
you get the super VIP pass, you basically could. You could literally get off the coaster, walk around, and queue up to get on to the next one. Yeah. I'm not as young as I used to be. But man,
I'll do it.
I was
I'll
feeling
do
it.
I'll do it.
Feeling it. Anyway.
No, that's hilarious.
Fast pass.
I forgot about that.
I don't know where I got on that track. Anyway, track. Speaking of tracks, Merchants of the Dark Road.
I know a shortcut.
So we played this one once, and we have not got back to it again. And Elk Creek game has been at every convention I've gone to. Like
they're taunting you.
I know it's like, I'm gonna play that game again.
It's good. It's fun.
It's a fun one. I really enjoy this one.
You gotta load up your cart.
It's got a little polyomino stuff going on ish.
Although if you've done any moving recently, maybe that's too realistic for you, and you might not want to play it. I'm just saying because it really does have that I'm moving or packing up stuff, and I gotta make everything fit in the back. And
it's really cool because you basically got your little wagon. You're like in town. You're in the town with your little wagon, and you're going like this rondelle action, doing these actions. You're loading up your cart with goods. You're getting people that want to travel with you. You get some upgrades and things like this, and like, okay, it's time to make a delivery, and you head out to the dark road, and everyone else can follow along with you if they want to go, or you head out to some ruins to find some artifacts and fun stuff. Mm-hmm. It's a really cool game. I like how the game works. It's that whole how long do I build up before I do delivery, and kind of maximize the efficiency of my trips because you're only get so many trips out there, so you want to maximize all the stuff you can sell and all the people that are heading that way and kind of get that to work synergize. So it's got that logistics puzzle I like in games, but that's not a true puzzle. It's more trying to efficiency puzzle. That's what I'm trying to look for. Mm-hmm. I love it. It's a good one. It's fun. It's got dice stuff going on. It's got I like the kind of the fantasy feel to it. You're like a merchant in like a fantasy setting. And it's a great game. I really like Merchants of the Dark Road. I want to get this played again.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's on our list because I think it's
too
new.
Enough. I think it's too new.
I think it's too new.
I don't think I have it on my top 100 because it would have been too new. Oh, hi, lady. You got right under my foot, baby girl.
I cried.
You want to come here?
But I want to get it played. That does not mean I want to get it played. Speaking of Merchants of the Dark Road, here comes a nefarious character.
A nefarious character? Lady Barkins?
Say, can you do number 2? Can you show number 2?
Show number 2.
Don't do number 2. Show number 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Go. 1, 2.
Number 2.
It's so appropriate that you're here, lady, because my number 2 is awkward guests.
She is an awkward guest, that's for sure.
By the way, just as a side note, awkward is it's one of those great English words where it really is awkward. You've got 2 W's in one word.
First time I write this word, I always write it incorrectly.
Because you're like, that can't be right.
I'm like,
this is an awkward word. I
always leave out the second W.
Yeah.
I'm like, it doesn't look right.
Awkward.
But it looks better.
Yeah, it's a strange. Oh my goodness, are you sleepy? You're a lazy puppy. But yeah, awkward guests. The experience of this one, this is kind of like rereading a really good book you haven't read in a long time kind of thing for me. I love the experience of this one. It's Clue, but the way you always wanted Clue to be. And for me, I just absolutely love the whodunit, but it's a lot more complicated, and I love the card system with the clue numbers. So you've got all of the clues. There's good clues and bad clues, and they're ranked, and they have point values based on how good or reliable the clues are. So some of it might be hearsay, and it's only 1 point, but then you might have a 3-pointer that's like, the lab results say X. You're like, okay, that's really good. So I'll say, Hunter, I've got 5 points of clues.
No!
And of course he's like, yeah, but he could give me 5 1-point cards, or he could do any combination that he wants that adds up to 5 in exchange for my 5 points of clues. And I love that so much because you can really change up the game, change up what kind of clues you want to give people. You control the information a little bit. And I just find that a lot of fun. And and the map of the rooms and stuff, instead of having to walk around like you did in Clue and spend your time. No, you're going around and you're tracing their path and retracing it. So you're trying to keep track of all your information and it's a logic puzzle and you're deducing who did what, where, and I just love it. I think it was a lot of fun. You're like boneless. You're like sinking down into my
This is what I got to say about that.
Man, how dare, can you believe Daddy said such a thing about such a good game? I know.
Sarah said,
Ridiculous.
Thunderstone Quest. I've almost bought that game like a half dozen times. I keep stopping myself from buying it.
Oh, because Quest, it's a long-term...
No.
No?
It's just Thunderstone, except more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have Thunderstone, didn't we? Eons ago?
Back in the day. We got rid of it. That's why I didn't get come under Quest.
Oh, snap.
My number 2 is on this list because I love the game. It's my only recent 10 in recent memory. And we haven't played the campaign. There's 2 campaigns sitting up there on the shelf of shame waiting to be played that I want to try. That apparently they add to the game. So after you play it, I guess it gives you more stuff to put in the game.
Oh.
So, yeah, and there's a little expansion which gives you like little superpowers and stuff. I forget what it's called. Sea Dogs or something like that. That game is Dead Reckoning.
Woo!
Dead Reckoning.
Matey.
I really, really want to get this played again. And if we play again, we're playing one of the sagas, and we're gonna make a day of it and play the entire saga.
Are we gonna dress up in pirate costumes too? Arr, matey. Make it a theme day.
Only if Lady dresses up too.
Oh, you totally will, wouldn't you, baby?
She's exhausted.
I know,
she's about to pass out.
Well, every time I don't hold her up, she just starts sinking into me like a little boneless thing. What? Oh my goodness, you gonna fall asleep, old biddy?
So anyway, Dead Reckoning is a card crafting, a pirate themed game where you start out with a bunch of 10 crappy crew guys, and then you go out and you go to the islands and upgrade the crew to make them more powerful.
Fun.
You're taking control of islands. You're doing different things. You're collecting gold. You're upgrading your ship. It's very piratey. It's a race to get victory points. There's all these different achievements milestones, goals, whatever you want to call them, that you can get that give you points. It's kind of a race to get those as well. It's an awesome game. It is awesome. It's awesome. It's I would almost say it's a Merchants Marauders killer.
I thought we already did say that. It is.
I don't want to get rid of it, though.
Well, no, I didn't mean we're going to get rid of it. It's
we'll
just
probably end up getting rid of Merchants
Yeah, we'll
Marauders.
probably get rid of it, sadly.
But anyway,
nostalgia, though, man.
Dead Reckoning, my number 2.
That is such... man. That's rocketing up my list. Rocketing.
Rocketing? It's not
Sailing.
sailing up your list. There's going to be a reckoning.
Number 1.
You know, it's funny you should mention that game.
Oh dear, Dead Reckoning.
I want to play it even more than you do. And not even just the new stuff. I keep forgetting we still have stuff to get into. But the fact is that game is so much fun. And it's got some of my absolute favorite mechanisms in it. It's got the card crafting. And you're traveling on a map in boats. That's one of Hunter's favorite things. Like, it's got elements of things that we just both absolutely adore about it. It's a really smooth game. The battling, I actually enjoy battles. You guys know I'm kind of meh. Mediocrities on the battles a lot of times.
Mediocrities?
But, yes, mediocrities. I stole your shirt. Just saying. But I love the way the battles work out. It's even more fun than like Jamaica and those. I really like the little, goofy, quirky mechanism it has where it's like a little dice tower thing. And however they roll out onto this little sheet, and it shows different various results on it, like a magic 8-ball, but with dice to find out how your battle goes. And it's just absolutely so much fun.
I never heard it described that way.
Well, it is. Am I going to win this battle? Roll the dice. That's basically what you're doing.
It is a quick and sudden and abrupt
and it's hilarious.
Battle
I don't even care.
method.
I'm like, I got destroyed, but it's funny because we just rolled some dice into this terrain. I don't know. Call me crazy.
So Zeros is saying, is it Zeros? No, not Zeros. He's saying Flamecraft. Nathan's saying Flamecraft. It is in the mail to us. That's why it didn't make my list, or it would have been on my list. If it was physically in my possession, it would have made my list. It's on its way. It's probably going to show up probably about the time I'm heading out of town. No, I don't know. We'll see.
It'll be a reward for winning a World Series board gaming. Yeah.
They'll probably be in before then.
You're thinking.
My number one sort of anticlimactic now because we matched up on 1 and 2.
We did.
But it's still an amazing game, and it is Western Legends.
Oh my goodness.
So I haven't even played the most recent expansion for Western
We
Legends.
haven't, have we?
No, we have
Oh,
not.
we need to.
Western Legends. It's okay
Yeah.
2-player. I would play it 2-player, but I really want to play it with I think 5. 5 is the sweet spot for Western Legends. You want 5 people. 3 would work. 4 is good. I think 5 is the sweet spot. It makes it a long game. It makes it more of an epic experience.
But again, like
I'm
said, if
okay
you make
with
a
that.
make a day of it and have yeah, it's probably dog hair. She's shedding. Hunter just got attacked with dog hair. Yep, thanks, lady. But yeah, that's worth making a day of it because it's a hoot.
Well, I think it's a big. It's the what do you call it? The feature of a game day. It's you play this and then if you like games before or after.
Right.
But I love this game. It's great. It's Western themed. It's got poker. It's got gambling. It's got shootouts. It's got robbery and thuggery and stealing and cattle wrestling and robbing trains and riding on trains and exploring and. I love this game. It's so awesome. And I haven't played the most recent expansion. So I want to play it with everything.
We need to.
Everything. With 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
Western Legends. My number 1 game I most want to play.
That's a good
right
one.
now.
Yep. We missed Speak Like a Pirate Day. I think this is the first year in like a decade I've missed Speak Like a Pirate Day. My kids must be behind and out of it. Because either my kids or my students, usually somebody brings up Speak Like a Pirate Day. What?
All right, so my short list.
Oh my goodness.
Nothing personal. It's on my shelf of shame over there.
Oh, yeah. I missed
Signed
that.
by the infamous Tom Vassell.
That's a good one.
Gollum is on the shelf of shame as well. Boone Lake. Played that once. We said we were going to play it again.
We liked
haven't
that
got
one a
back
lot.
to it.
Yeah.
And Fury of Dracula. That one kind of had a abrupt misstep on my part. I missed a rule.
That's okay. It was fun.
It was fun,
We
but I
just
want to
told
play again. I want to kill people.
Oh, you want to win? That's what she's like. You're like,
I want to win.
No, that was really fun.
So that's my short list.
So that's a good short list. So it was fun too because in the chat people were putting their top 10s and then some also, and I am excited to see some of the stuff. One of the things I saw float by that I hadn't thought about in a long time was backgammon.
I used to play that like crazy.
I played that with my dad when I was a kid, and I was like, I haven't played that in forever. I don't even remember like the rules. I'd have to relearn the rules to that game. And that's funny. He had the cool, the old school, the ones that look like a little briefcase. Mm-hmm. You pop open.
Yeah.
He had the briefcase version of the backgammon, and I was like, that would be a fun one to do. So that
is a good one.
Yeah.
All right, so a little housekeeping before we get out of here. So 1 week from tonight, it's going to be a variety show. We're going to talk about the games we played, and we're going to talk about the World Series of Board Gaming, which is going to start next Wednesday.
That's so soon.
I fly into Vegas next Wednesday.
Let's go.
And my first game is that afternoon. I'm flying in on the early flight, and afternoon I have my first game. So I'm playing Splendor, Dune Imperium, Dominant Species Marine, and Raw. So Splendor, I've probably played in the last 6 months, probably 400 to 500 games of Splendor online. So I think I'm pretty solid on
feeling good?
Splendor.
You feeling good?
Dominant Species, I haven't played much, but I'm pretty good at that game because I can be kind of mean. I may have tripled Rebecca's score when we played a game just so that I can refresh my rules in my memory.
See, now I know, I don't know if I should be, excited for him and be like, wow, I'm a really bad player at this. Maybe you should play other people to train. I don't know.
I'm really just relearning the rules for Dominant Species Marines.
No, I suck at that game.
Dune Imperium, I think I'm pretty good at.
enough.
Raw is the one that's sitting on the table right there. That's the one I need to practice the most. But that is one of the oldest. It's obviously the oldest of all the games that I'm playing. So I bet there's lots of strategy tips and guides I can go do. This weekend is all about those 4 games. So I don't know which ones I'll play. I'm definitely going to play some Raw. Definitely going to play some Dune Imperium. Splendor, I think I'm good on. Dominant Species, I don't want to play you again in Dominant Species. I think at the end of the game, I had control of every single area on the board.
I don't know if you had control of them
I'm pretty
because
sure.
I had some tiebreakers, but
Maybe.
you had presence everywhere that I was, and then some. We'll just leave it at that.
So I'm
No, I
excited.
was being aggressive. I had a couple of bad strokes of bad luck I never could recover from.
That game is brutal. It is.
That is a
mean.
brutal, stinking
So
game.
I read the rule. I read the. We're gonna talk. We'll talk briefly about it, but we're gonna talk at length about it next week. But they sent out rules for how you're gonna play each of the games in terms of how you play, and they are being very hard nosed on how you play.
Good.
So like in Splendor, when you play, for example, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but for an example, if you know Splendor, you basically pay a certain number of gems, and then you have cards in your tableau that count for gems as well.
Yeah.
When you purchase a card in this game, you actually physically take your gems and you set it on the card you're buying, and the players have to confirm that you have the gems to buy that card.
Jeez. Okay. Well, that makes sense though, because otherwise people could be doing some
Right.
sleight of hand.
If you reserve
right?
a card, you can't just snatch it up and take it away. You actually have to put your gold token on the reserve card. Everyone gets a chance to look at it. When everyone agrees that they've seen it enough, then you can take your reserve
Okay,
card.
that's
It's
fair.
they're very
That's
strict.
good.
There is no
Good.
take backsies. If you do a move, you're done. If I reach and I pick up a red gem,
You have it.
I have that red gem
Yeah.
in my hand.
Okay.
I've taken the red gem. I have to move on from there. Every game is like that. There's no, you put a worker, like Dune Imperium is a worker placement game. You put your worker down, you're doing that action. Whether you can do it or not, or have the resources for it or not, you need. So this weekend, I'm going to read the rules for how to play each
You're going to
game.
stress out?
And I'm
No, don't
going
do
to
that.
stress to myself that I need to, because I have a bad habit of putting my worker down and going, oh crap, I can't pay for that. You do that in the tournament,
You're toast.
you've lost your turn effectively.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I've really got to train myself. I've got to train myself to think about, okay, I want to do that action. Do I have all the resources that I need? Do I have,
actually have
do I have everything I
completed in
need?
your
Do I actually want to do that action? Am I certain I want to do it?
Mhm.
Then I put my token. Because I tend to do, it's almost like a thinking thing. Hey, I'm going to go here, and then I think about it.
Yeah.
And that's a bad habit I have that I've got to break
You
myself.
can't do that in a tournament anyway.
I gotta break myself
Playing
up.
at home, who cares? We're like, whatever.
You missed, and if you miss your victory points, like, oh, I should have got 2 points for this last round.
Too bad.
You got
Yeah,
luck. There's
yeah.
no takes backsies. There's no getting. If you miss getting resources that you should have got, don't get them. So you have to be on.
Yeah.
You have to be on.
That makes sense.
On. So
I like that Neutral says, hey, that's good. Now you can just blame your losses on jet lag. Just show up last minute and be like, oh, I'm too tired.
Dallas to Vegas is.
No, it's not that
It's
bad.
only, let's see, 2 hour. It's like a 3-hour flight, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, you can be reading rule books the whole time, right? Everybody, Nathan wants you to bring the Dune Imperium trophy home bad.
Last time I played with the crew, I think I won 11, and second place was 5 points. So I have a system.
I'll nuke you this weekend. It's on. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to nuke him. It's very
I have a system. The problem. Here's the problem. The problem with the systems I'm designing is it's their big risk, big reward, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like if it works, I'm going to win, but if it doesn't work, I lose horribly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same way with Splendor. The way I play Splendor, most games I play, I double everyone's score or I lose.
Yeah. It's
There's
all or
no
nothing.
in between.
Yep.
So, but you only need to win 4 games. All 4 of the games I'm playing have the players that you need. You only have to win 4 games to win the championship.
Okay, well, you have some other advice from the chat. You need to wear a super distracting shirt to psych out your opponents.
I thought about wearing like a crazy like Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses.
Well,
just to
that
mess
was
with people.
Zaris that said, don't forget your sunglasses and only drink water, nothing else.
So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. But next week we'll talk about the games we played, and then we'll talk about at length World Series of Board Gaming, because I will be leaving the next morning at the next show.
That's so exciting.
So
Exciting, peeps.
So if you are watching this after fact, leave down in the comments what you most want to play.
Yeah.
I've got like offers to play. So me and Nathan apparently wants to meet up and play Flamecraft. And me and Zaris are going to meet in halfway between his place and my place.
Road trip.
And we're going to rent a boardroom in a random hotel. And we'll bring 5 friends each and we'll play Mega Civ together.
Ooh. Ooh, I know when Paul want to play some games too. Coralie, we gotta play online sometime. It's just a thing. We have to.
No, we gotta go to Canada is what we need to do.
Oh, that's a great excuse to go to Canada. Yes, Coralie road trip. We'll see you. Neutral wants you to eat lots of beans beforehand to maximize distractions. I just want to get the game over with quickly.
Don't shower for like 4 days.
Oh, no, I think they kick you out for that one. Just come armed and dangerous.
All right, folks, that's it for tonight. We'll see you in 1 week for our variety show. Let me get back to the main thing.
Go play a bunch of games. Knock some off your list.
Let's go. I could use a refreshment.
Would you?
And the...
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get our...
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Click subscribe to join our wonderful viewer community.
Want to be notified when we upload a new video or go live? Click on the little bell below.